Sup, everybody? Still getting set up here. But how you guys doing? I'm only 4 minutes late. Hey, that's not bad. That's pretty good for me. Ready to go in just a sec. Okay. Alright, should be good. What up, people? What up? What up? What up? Evening, Senor Grant. What's up, Delithius? Miro, first one here, followed by Sean, Kelly, Bushido, Brown. What up? What up? Then we got Sohaib, Delithius, Yuki sending over 5 of them Polish bucks immediately. Well, 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 Yuki. Thank you very much, dude. You're about to get... I hope you know you're about to get slapped. Do you know... Yuki, I don't know if you know this, but the first person to send over a super chat, they end up finding themselves getting slapped. Unbelievable, right? Okay. That is... The 5 Polish bucks get converted to this amount. Slap! Thank you very much, dude. Appreciate it. D-Rock sending over a couple bucks saying, Yo, BG, love your streams, D-Rock. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the $2. D-Rock, meet Big D. Feels like you two were made for each other. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Alright. Let's do that whole tweet thing. Let's do that whole tweeting thing, man. Dearest at Marvel Champions. I actually don't know what to say for today. What do I say, man? What do I say? PGA Open. What if 5-star Crystal? Oh, jeez, my voice. And got a classic Ultron. A classic Ultron, you say? Classic Ultron is the one that comes from Labyrinth of Legends. You got the other Ultron, I believe, right? Because otherwise, well, that's pretty nuts if you got the Labyrinth exclusive. Ultron's pretty cool, though. I wish... you know what? Ultron needs a unique synergy to power him up a little bit more. You know, he was a really powerful champion for a very long time, and he's kind of just dropped off a little bit as other newer, flashier champions got released. Still a good champ, though. But alright. Anyway. Avenue BG officially finished the current objectives. Nice. I'm not even close on those things. How accurate are the estimated cutoffs? They're just a guess. Nobody will know how accurate they are until after round 1 is over. Go higher if you want the champion. That's all you need to know, is go higher. Grind whatever you can grind if you actually want the champion. Play like you want the champion and not like you're just trying to scrape by. But alright, anyway, we gotta figure this out. Let's say something like... I mean, I'm drinking out of a jar of water. Can I offer you a fine... Let me say fine. Can I offer you a jar of water? Yes! I am now live! Alright. Tweet. Okay. Okay, man. Let's get on with it. Let's do this thing. Let's go to grinding. I have to, I'm going for Aegon myself. And I basically just started grinding for the guy today. But I'll get there. Hey, what's up, Pixie Bell? Hinach. What up, what up? I got E. Shooter in here. Fitz. A jar of water, BG? Yes, a jar of water. Do you prefer Labyrinth Ultron or OG Ultron? You know, I used to prefer the OG Ultron, and I probably still do. I don't know. I don't really play either of them anymore since, you know, like I said, other champions just came out that are better. All right. We don't need to do anything else right now other than hit that arena. My 4-star champions, they're probably still on cooldown. Actually, I never finished all of these. That's right. I gotta finish these. I got 3 rounds of my 550s, and then we'll go do a different arena as the other ones are still cooling down. Hey there, hi there, ho there. What's up, Star? What the fudge inside of a Milky Way is up, Brad guy? What up, J Divine? Can you tell me how you did Act 4? How I did Act 4? I don't remember how I did Act 4. Oh no, I think I had a 440 Star-Lord that I used for most of the way through Act 4, I think. Yeah. But it's been a long time, you know. The Act 4, when I did Act 4, it was before the changes to it. They actually nerfed Act 4. They made it a lot easier to get through. They took away some of the more difficult nodes in Act 4. It's still challenging if that's where you're up to in the game right now, you know. I'd been playing the game for quite a while before I made my way through Act 4. I've been playing the game for like, I don't know, a year or something like that before I finally made it through there. So, yeah, when I say it's not as difficult now, it still can be difficult. What's the usual cutoff for top 10% of both 4-star and 5-star featured? Finally doing all the milestones and might as well get those rewards. For the 4-star featured, it's generally like pretty much the final milestone. That usually gets you the top 10%. For the 5-star featured, it's usually a little over 12.5, like 12.5, 12.6, but it fluctuates. You know, it can go up or down by a few 100,000. You know, if you want to be safe, you go to like 13, 13.1, something like that. Love me harder, BG. What's up, Shark? How you doing, dude? ABGA may or may not have just watched all of Cobra Kai. Nice, dude. Did you enjoy it? Hope you did. Man, I'm so looking forward to season 3. I'm looking forward to season 3 more than I was looking forward to season 2, and I was looking forward to season 2. But I feel like season 3 is gonna get nuts. We'll see though. I don't wanna hype things up too much, you know, because that's generally when there's disappointment, when you're too excited for something. Nothing can live up to a certain level of hype, you know. Ah, crap. That's fine. Still dead. Spoiled 6-star Loki. Should I be happy or sad? I'd be cool with it. I don't know. Loki's not. He's not the most exciting champion. He has his uses though, and it's good to have him at a strong level, when you didn't have to invest tier 2 alpha into him. That's how I would look at it personally. About 100% Act 3 for my 12th 4-star. Nice. Get it. Get it. How you doing? I'm doing good. Lucky my house wasn't hit. There are tons of tornado warnings in OKC. I'm safe. Well, it's good to hear. Yeah, I saw some like pictures a few days ago from tornado stuffs in that area. I think it was in that area. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in that area, right? Man. Oh, you forgot, man. Like, I honestly, I saw those pictures, and the first thing I thought of was like, how does anyone complain about like the little things in life when stuff like that can happen? I just instantly stopped being angry about like whatever tiny thing I was angry about or something. Sucks to see, man. I hope everything that got destroyed gets rebuilt and all that. Noisome is the word. Noisome. Noisome. Noise. How do you... What is this word? Noisome. Noisome. I don't think it's an animal. I don't think it's a bird. I don't think it's a cat. Noise. It could be a cat, actually. Maybe it's a possum. Noisem. 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 Does it have to do with noise? I mean, I feel like it has to do with noise in some way. Maybe it's... I feel like it's a combination between noise and awesome. Like... I don't know, just like a, I guess like a high amount of noise or something like that. I don't even know. Damn it. That's the best I got. Am I even somewhat close at all in the slightest? Nice fight for that versus that thing, man. So close. What's up, Lags? Yeah, dude. I was pretty bummed that I didn't get the solo at that point, actually. But oh well, what can you do? I mean, I didn't go into it super confident that I would get the solo, and kind of made my battle group aware of that before going for it. But you know, I practiced a few times against the thing in previous wars, and I wasn't super confident, but I knew I had a chance at least, you know. And when I had a rough start, and I was like, oh god, I'm gonna die before I even deal 20% of this guy's health. And then after that, after I recovered, I was like, oh, I got this, man. I can do this. But then I couldn't do it. Noisome, adjective, having an extremely offensive smell. Ugh. Smell related. Disagreeable, unpleasant. Okay. Damn. In your opinion, which champion is worth a generic awakening gem? That is not the way to look at it. I'm sorry to tell you. It's not that simple. What you need to do, if you have a generic awakening gem, is you look at the champions that you have, and try to figure out if any of them will provide some sort of meaningful impact to your account and your overall progression if you awaken that champion. Also, do you like that champion that you're about to awaken? Because some people would say it's very beneficial, very worthwhile to awaken someone like Star-Lord, but maybe you're not so confident in your ability to hold combos or something like that, and, you know, maybe you're better off ranking up another champion that you wouldn't need to do something like that, or, you know, just an example. But yeah, that's really the way you should look at it, is what is that champion going to do for you when they're awakened that they could not do when they're not awakened. There are certainly champions that, you know, like the further you get in the game, I would say, the more you can kind of be pretty picky and choosy of who you want to awaken and all that. And you can, I thought you were saying how to decide to sell a champion? What? Never. Never, ever. But yeah, if you have like if you're undecided between a couple of champions where you think like both of them can provide some type of impact for you or something like that, you know, ask questions like that. Not, you know, here, ask it to your alliance mates, ask all around, get multiple opinions on it and stuff like that. But I'm not really a fan of just saying like these are the champions that are worth it, kind of thing, because I don't think that's how the game works. Know what would have made up some of that time you need as well, BG? Interrupting is heavy. You never did that in the fight. That gives you an extra second each time and holds ground a bit better. Did I not do it at all? Did I do it versus the other thing? Because I feel like I did it at some point during that war. But There were times, man. There were times where I held back on the heavy because I was just too focused on the 15 rock stack thing, and I was thinking to myself like, kept double evading it? No way. Hold on a second. I'm gonna look at the clip right now. I mean, you might be right, but oh yeah, I think you did heavy. Oh, not with with the regular combo. Okay. Yeah. That you're probably right there. I probably did not do regular combos mid heavy attack. I don't know why I don't do that. I know. I fully know that you can do it, but for some reason, man, with the regular combos, yeah, I typically don't do it. Dude, I just didn't think time was going to be a factor even. I mean, I should have done it regardless whether time's a factor or not, but still. Sucks, man. Could have had it, but slipped away. Morning BG, Vision, Best, Havoc, Killer. Just faced rank 2, Awakened 6-star in Alliance War. Damn. And Awakened. You faced an Awakened Havoc, Enzo? A 6-star Awakened one? That's pretty nuts. But nice, dude. Yeah, Vision is super good against him. EG, would you rather fart orange or sweat green? Fart orange, I think it'd be funnier. Sweating is like embarrassing. Farts are funny, you know. Yeah, it wouldn't have been a factor. It was a rough start. Knowing how the fight ended and seeing how it started, I was thinking, how did he come so close? Yeah, man. It the biggest mistake that I made was when he finally threw his I'm gonna pull it up actually. Hang on. Let me close this for a second. I'll pinpoint the exact second where after watching it back, I watched it back again after I did the commentary and realized, like, man, this was such a big deal, like, at this very moment. Hang on. God. Alright, whatever. We're going to do it this way. It's going to be double me. Oh, never mind. That's right. I don't do face cam for these. Okay. It's pretty much right here coming up. We'll go like... Oh, never mind. I'm not going to do frame by frame. Alright, so I'm getting my ass kicked. Getting my ass kicked. Right here, I needed to heavy attack and interrupt my own heavy attack with a special 2, and then I would have had the fight. That's it, right there. But I was so flustered at that point from getting backed up against the wall that I was just grateful to be alive. And I did, like, you know, in situations like that, you just don't always think of the best move to do. And, well, I didn't do the best move. But right here, I had plenty of time to do a heavy attack into special 2. I had a good spore count. That's the one nice thing about getting your ass kicked with Omega Red, is you keep your spores up at least. So I would have had a decent spore count beyond there. I would have had 8. He would have had 8 rock stacks. Can't even talk. And I would have been able to easily get that up to 15 and just control the fight from there. And yeah, it just didn't work out that way. I think that was my first time fighting him. In a war that we were actually trying to win. Oh god, I think I messed up my OBS. Every time I change the window size, it does that. Hang on. I gotta test it now. Let's see how this looks. Oh yeah, it's all jacked up. Son of a... Hang on. If I don't fix it now, it's gonna bother me. Okay. There we go. Alright, cool. Alright. Pro tip, don't get hit. Star! Where was that advice before? What is this? Hinach, what is this? I'm the creator of ContestChampion.com, a site that aspires... Oh, this is my about page, huh? I didn't realize because you're on the dark version or whatever. Oh man. Yeah, well, what aspires to be and what becomes is not always the same thing. What's up, Last Arnie? Hey, BG, really quick. Does the 5-second rule apply to gravy? Yeah. Well, no. If it's wet, is it wet or dry gravy? If it's wet gravy, you have at least 30 seconds. Because it fights the bacteria. If it's dry, you better pick it up in 5. Wait, what is this? Would you rather fart out beans or sweat out beans? Ooh. Well, I'd want to eat them, and I don't know if I'd want to eat beans that came out of my butt. Then again, if they were coming out of my armpits, I wouldn't want to eat them either. You know what? I'm going to say fart. Yo, BG, who should I use my 4-star Mutant Awakening gem on, Omega Red or Archangel? Whew, that is a toughie. That is a real tough one, actually. They both kind of need to be awakened. I would say if you... If you run Suicides, then 100% go Omega Red. If you do not run Suicides... Then I would say you can still go Omega Red if you need the immunities. But if immunities are not your concern, if you already have, you know, double immune champion covered in some other way, then I would go Archangel. That's how I'd look at it. Here's something else about the... by the way, please don't spam. I just scrolled back down and realized you put that message in like 2 seconds after you typed it out the one time. So please do not spam. But I would also say that Omega Red kind of needs some SIG levels. So you know, if you don't have any SIG stones, then you might not want to go with Omega Red. Whereas Archangel, you know, it's nice to give him some SIG stones, but he doesn't really need it. The F is dry gravy. A bad joke. They're already going to go to your butt. Wow. What kind of floor for that gravy? Wood floors, you are good for at least 1 minute. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point, yeah. Depends on your flooring. BG, do cold testing stream tomorrow? Question mark. No, I'm not going to do cold testing. I got the 3-star that I could test with, but I'm already kind of late on it since I was traveling and all that. And tomorrow I'm just going to grind for the tier 4 basics since I'm going to need to do that. So we're going to have to skip out on this testing. And just do that. There's tons of people that got Cole, too, that are going to make some sweet content with him, too, so... beyond what's already out there from the content creators and everything. So at least there's that, if you want to learn more about him. And is that J-Dam? This isn't where I parked my car? Dude, what's up, man? Jay, how you been? You're damn right this isn't where you parked your car. Get the heck out of here. Hey, who should I use my 6-star Awakening Gem on? Captain America Infinity War or Gladiator Huck? Is that a new Gladiator Hulk and Duck combination? And 6-star Awakening Gem. Well, how did you get a 6-star Awakening Gem? Between the two champions, though, I'd rather awaken Captain Beardo. But I probably wouldn't give it to either of them, to be honest. Great BG, how's the MCOC life treating you, dude? It's good still, man. Still digging it. I know you don't have your account anymore, but or at least I don't think you do, right? Did you ever think about just starting up another one, just casually? Miss the game at all or anything like that? You're good, I think, on Aegon, maybe 100k more, I think, because I'm going 3.3. Oh, if you're talking to someone else, maybe? Oh, I see, someone's saying I'm at 3.4. I mean, you know, the higher you can go, the better. Can't do casual MCOC? Yeah, I understand, man. I understand. But, you know, the higher you can go for Aegon, the better. My prediction there is just that. It's just a guess. Who knows how high he's actually going to go. Why you ranked up Thor Rag? Needed the prestige. Idea for a quest boss, all or nothing Quake that only uses heavy attacks and her heavies can't be interrupted. All or nothing Quake that only uses heavy attacks and her heavies can't be interrupted. You know how you beat a Quake like that? With Quake. But what do you mean her heavies can't be interrupted? Like no champion, even with True Strike, can interrupt it or something like that? I don't know what you do in a situation like that. And my job doesn't allow me time for much of anything else. Yeah. Yeah, understand. Highlighting commentary done. Quiet music in the background, worth it. Won't choose anything popular. Was thinking very quiet. Rain noise you'd find at a relaxing spa. A little background noise in a video isn't a bad idea if you find a song that you think fits. It can be kind of tough to find music that's fitting actually. But hey, if you have something in mind, try it out. Why not? How's my BG1 running? It's not as smooth. It's not as smooth as back in the day, but it's still pretty good. The other battle groups caught up. You know, we used to be easy #1 BG. Now at least the other battle groups are giving us a run for the money. Hey BG, I was deep into grinding arena for Aegon, thinking I was in the intermediate bracket. I don't know why, because I have been playing for a year, and I found out I was in the veteran bracket. Oh no. Yeah, you're lumped in with the rest of us. Good luck. Good luck on your grind. Question on suicides for questing. If your main champions aren't suicide friendly, should you avoid those masteries? Pretty much. Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends. It depends on how difficult the quest is. If you are like much higher level than whatever content you're trying to take down, then having suicides on is still good because it'll still speed things up a little bit. Like, let's say, you know, I'm trying to go through the master difficulty with you know, just like Gwenpool, who's not really suicide friendly, but she's a 455. Like, she'll still plow through master, no problem. So something like that. The other thing to kind of keep in mind is that there are synergies now that can help you with making all of your champions more suicide friendly, like with Nick Fury. So I don't know if you have a 3-star Nick Fury, but if you can get your hands on one, then you could still run the suicides even with the not so suicide friendly champs. It depends on how much of an arena grinder you are too. Sometimes it's worth sacrificing everything if you are a big arena grinder, even if it means it's going to make other areas of the game a little bit more risky for you. Gee, apologies if I was the one spamming. Could you read the last message from me? Thanks. I'm not even sure who was spamming. I didn't really look at the name too closely, but let me see. I don't think it was you, by the way. But where is your last? This is why reading last sometimes don't work out, because sometimes it's easier if you guys could just copy and paste the message after a little bit of time or something. But okay, here we go. I think I found it. Hey BG, need some advice. Just completed Act 5 100%. Planning to use the generic gem on Ghost. She's rank 4 already. Completed 6.1 with her. Fairly good Ghost player. Also should be my first rank 5. Good? Yes, very good. I recommend it. People, I mean, you know, I guess there's only one thing to kind of consider if that could maybe change your mind, is some people say they don't really need Ghost to be awakened to play her. And there are other champions that do need it more. So if your next champion after Ghost is one of those champions that needs it more, then, you know, you could save the generic for her. But I also think that Ghost can do so much in this game. And having her awakened will just help you get to her specials faster. Will help you more safely take down fights if you can end them quicker, and save you resources overall in the long run. So I think it's ultimately worth awakening her. Who took the reins after I left? Well, Ronan is pretty much... I think Ronan's pretty much the person that handles the bulk of things, but Nick, you know, forever and above, and Mad Cat also do. Later, BG, bedtime. Tell the boys said hello. All right, will do, dude. Have a good one, man. It's good to see you. How many units do you have to save for suicide masteries? I think in total, including the willpower mastery, it's somewhere in the neighborhood of about 6,000 to 8,000 units. It's been a little while since I took a look at the exact numbers, but it's roughly 6,000 to 8,000. Darkhawks is worth what? Ranking, awakening? He's a good champion if that's what you're asking. Just if he's good. He's one of the best champs in the game, I feel. Not like in the top group of champions, I mean, when I say that too. Not like competing for the champion that you're always going to use in every situation. That's probably going to go to Ghost. First date, kind of nervous. Are you going on a date, Lewis? With an actual other person? In real life? I'd be nervous too. Personal question you don't have to answer, but do you believe in God? This really ain't the place for any kind of religious stuff. I don't want to start any kind of religion talk, so yeah. It's probably better to keep those questions somewhere outside of a casual gaming stream. 4,400 for recoil, max liquid courage, double edge. Okay. I think it's 4 carbonadiums for fully unlocking willpower. I think it's 2 for the first rank, and then 1 for rank 2, 1 for rank 3. So that'd be another 2,200. So I guess that's about 6,600 plus. If you need any other prerequisites like glass cannon or recovery or something like that. First day with Brian. Kind of nervous. Wait, first day with me? Is that? I don't know if you know this, but I'm married. And divorced. To Cameron, of course. Still married to, to Laura, but Adwala, you know, Adwala married Cameron and I, and then Cameron left me. That bastard. If I do 2.4 million, if I do 2.4 million, then I get Aegon? Probably not. He's probably gonna go for higher than 2.4 million, but we don't know for sure. How hard do you think 6.2 will be? Honestly, I don't think it'll be that hard. I don't know, it depends for everybody, you know. Depends on where you're at in the game, the roster you have, the skills you have, and everything like that. But I don't know. I don't expect it to be to be that hard. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be on par with like Variant 1, which I guess is pretty hard. But our roster, well, it's tough because do I give it like in the perspective of the game overall and where everyone's at, or where I'm at? Like Variant 1 is super tough. It's the toughest content in the game in my opinion. And I think 6.2 will be on par with it. But since I did 6.1, I've gotten several additional rank 5s that, you know, if I go back to do 6.1 now, it'd still be difficult, but, you know, it wouldn't be as difficult. That's how I kind of imagine things. But I also have no inside knowledge or anything like that. I want to make that clear just because, you know, there are people, or I think they did announce at one point that there was beta testing for it and all that. And, you know, I don't know who's in the beta. I would never try to talk to somebody or get that info from them or anything. Just want to make that clear. Alright, what kind of changes you'd like to see implemented in the arena system? The arena system, I think for the most part the arena is pretty good. The big thing is that I hate the help system. I think the help system is stupid. If they took out the help system, then I'd be happy with the arena. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they really need to do a whole lot for it. I'm actually against 5-star, like the 5-star basic arena, which I know everyone wants it, and I'm sure we're gonna get it at some point. But I don't really want to see it. I don't know. I kind of like what Kabam's doing right now, where they're just, you know, some of the rerun arenas, they've had some of the stronger champions in it, and it's not as easy to get as something like a basic champion would be for the you know, 5-star basic arena, but it's not that bad to get someone as strong as, like, you know, Captain Beardo. What did he go for, like 34 or something like that? Like, man, that's not bad for a champion that's super strong like that. I'd like to see persistent champ filter, so it's easier to run all my 5-stars in arena. That would be nice if there was some way to set that up. Yeah, that'd be nice. I'd be down for that. I think arena is too time consuming, especially for a free-to-play player. Oh, it's super time consuming. No matter what, if you're paying, you know, if you spend money, if you don't spend money, doesn't matter. Arena is still super time consuming and everything. But that's kind of it's part of the game. I don't know. I kind of like it when games are a little bit slower, and the only way the only thing I can compare it to is back to World of Warcraft. I promise, for everyone out there that doesn't like me talking about WoW, I won't talk about it for long. But I will say this: they took away a lot of the time needed to get things done in that game. I feel like it made the game worse. And I think people eventually realized that. And now, you know, they're reintroducing like the classic servers for that game where everything takes significantly longer. And people are loving it, actually. So yeah, I don't know, that's kind of how I feel about the arena. You don't have to play a ton to get decent rewards out of it. Like the 4-star basic arena is amazing. It doesn't take a super long amount of time. Like after you've been playing for a little while, you get enough champions that you know, you can get all the milestones relatively easy. The 4-star basic champion, it doesn't take, it's not that much higher than the milestones usually, even for a pretty good one. I'm really curious to see what Aegon's going to go for here. But, you know, even like some of the other really good 4-stars, they didn't take that long to get. You can, if you just use like your top champions, if you don't cycle through your entire list of champions, you can get a pretty good return on the time you put in and stuff. Richie V sending over a couple bucks saying free, so take my money. Hopefully be in Alliance soon. Ooh, okay. Coming back. Dude, Richie V, thank you very much for the free bucks. I will very happily accept free bucks. Those are the best kind of bucks, because I know they ain't coming out of your pocket. They're coming out of YouTube's pocket. So I'll take it, man. Thank you very much. Alright, this arena is done. I'm not going to be entering that arena until the next set of arenas. Got my 1 million points. That's good enough. Let's try to get some milestones out of the 4-star featured. Yeah, I might as well just start with some 5 stars, whatever. Zach Reed sending over a couple bucks too, saying throwing free YouTube money and positive vibes. Oh, what am I gotta actually update the big old D too, man. Hold up. But thank you guys. Thank you, Zach, for the for the free YouTube monies and the positive vibes. I'm gonna throw some positive vibes right back at you. Man, I never knew that Kabam did this until you guys started sending over the super chats. Why did I say Kabam? Wait, I think I said Kabam, right? What, YouTube? You know, YouTube did this until you guys started sending over the super chats. I feel like I should have heard about that in like the news somewhere or something like that, but whatever. Guess there's always things that you miss out on, right? But thank you guys. Poos on Poos sending over a couple Canadians saying this isn't a free toonie or 2 loonies. They're paid for? You paid for the loonies? Well, dude, thank you very much for the 2 loonies. Quite possibly a toonie, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Thank you very much, dude. I loved your Alliance War video today. Fun to watch you win and sometimes fail. It's also nice to watch something other than crystal openings on YouTube. Well, hey, I'm glad you liked the video. I miss making the Alliance War videos. Got a lot of positive feedback about those videos. A lot of people seem to like them, but it's just the state of Alliance War, right? So that will be the last one for a little bit at least. You know what I didn't notice before? Magic's eyes glow when she has Limbo running. Me likeys. Really? I don't think I ever noticed that either. I'm gonna have to pay attention for that. All of us saying we have 3 million or over is why I'm thinking need to push to 4. Possibly. I can't imagine him going that high, but if you have the time, go for it. You know, we've seen other. What did Corvus go for? Does anyone know what Corvus went for? Because Corvus was also really hyped, and everyone wanted. You know, I feel like it was the same situation where I had a number that was my guess, and everyone was like, "Why is that number so low? I need to grind 5 million or something like that." And he ended up not going super high. It was like high for a basic champion, but compared to like the old ones. Douglas sent it over £2 saying, "Morning BG, it's not free, just want to join the wall." Alright. Douglas, thank you very much, dude. I'll accept your pounds. We now have a whole variety of different currencies on the wall. Thank you, guys. Uh, 4.4? No way. Corvus didn't go 4.4, did he? You're gonna make me look this up in a second here. Oh, Codehanger saying Corvus Clave 3.8/3.5. Wow, okay, that was actually higher than I thought. Ooh. Oh, maybe Aegon is gonna go higher than 2.8 then. Interesting. Didn't realize Corvus went that high. Okay. Steve saying Domino went for 4.2 last really high basic. Did she really go 4.2? Wow. Oh yeah, again some confirmation from Codehanger. Dom was 4.2/3.9. Wow. Holy crap. That's higher than expected. Well, guys, you heard it. Get to grinding if you want this champ. That makes me a little bit worried because I didn't think I was gonna get to. I think I was gonna top out at around 3.5. Now I don't know. Now I might have to put some more grind in myself. Yeah, I could always get him round 2 if I miss on round 1, but it'd be nice to just get him the first time. You ever play on a tablet of any kind? No. I play on 2 different phones. Neither of which are tablets. Although, this device that I'm on right now is kind of a tablet. It is a phone. It's the same size as a phone and everything. It's an iPhone 8 Plus. It's just not, you know, it's not connected to cellular. So I consider it a tablet of sorts. But actual tablet, no. It feels very weird to me too. Like at Comic-Con, they have tablets set up to play this game on, and it feels very bizarre to me. Like it takes a while to get used to it, and I don't think I ever fully get used to it while I'm there. Well, accept my pounds. Cam to BG. Wow. Oh man. And 4.5 just to be safe. Sounds pretty good. Ghost was 3.4/3.08. Okay. Crazy, man. I really didn't think these champions went that high. Omega was 2.78, 2.92. Okay. Man, Aegon, I don't know. Aegon, I feel like, has more hype than he should. That's the thing with me and Aegon is, like, I don't know. He's a. I feel like with a champion like Corvus, for example, Corvus, you could throw some suicides on, and that dude will still clear things out like crazy. With Aegon, you know, he's, I guess, suicide friendly-ish too once you get that combo up and everything, but I just don't feel the same way about him. I don't feel like you just devastate content the way you can with some of these other champions. Those were pre-banned, though. Ooh, that's a good point, too. I wonder how much the bannings affected those numbers. Like, I know someone the other night was asking if, you know, if they got Aegon, could they take him through like Labyrinth and stuff like that. Man, I would not recommend doing that type of thing. It just doesn't seem worth it. Aegon needs to be awakened though. Doesn't need to be awakened, which that might increase the scores. Just the fact that people need to get him twice instead of once. Did you end up watching the early access Invisalign Woman and Namor videos? I sort of did and sort of didn't. I did one of those things where I clicked on the video and it auto-played as I was like, I guess it's not auto-playing if I clicked on it myself, right? But it was, you know, it was just playing as I was kind of doing other things, and I didn't really pay too close attention to what the champion abilities were and stuff, or what we think they're going to be. Since it was more like story-based about them, I think, right? Still, you need to spend 2 to 3 hours a day in the game to get decent rewards. I may be a bit salty because I'm starting to reflect on how much time I've already invested, and I'm not that happy with the game right now. I hate what they did for endgame and don't like where it's all heading. Sorry for being so negative. It's all good, man. You're allowed to have feelings, express them. Yeah, well, this month in general just felt kind of like a dud month, you know. See how you feel next month, I would say. But if you feel like you're putting too much time into it, then just don't play as much. You know, it's kind of a crappy answer because, you know, of course, how are you going to progress if you're not playing and all that. And sometimes, you know, it's not going to be as fun if you're not progressing at the same rate that you were and everything. But you don't really, like depending on what you're doing in this game, you don't really have to play a lot of arena. Like, they lowered the donations for a lot of these maps of Alliance Quest. And I think as long as you can get in Alliance Quest, and then just have, like, a little bit left over for like, you know, playing arena a bit to get some gold to rank up your champions beyond that. I feel like you could still have a pretty good time doing something like that. I don't know. I feel like I could at least. And as you guys know, I am more of a hardcore player right now. But I still feel like I could have a good time if I, let's say, dropped to R Loki. Because they're doing... It's map 4 that's free now, right? They're doing map 4, so there'd be no donation cost. And then I'd probably just spend... I mean, if I wasn't streaming, then I'd probably just spend, like, I don't know, half an hour a day in arena or something like that. Just to get those rewards and keep going. It's hard to stop once you're addicted. Yeah, I understand. This month, though, it just was not a good month, you know? Sometimes it's good to play in waves too. Like, I haven't been playing like, there was a period of time where I was hitting all the milestones in arena again, like leading up to that torch grind, and then, you know, kind of after that, you know, I haven't been going so hard, and I think it's okay to do things like that too. Just wait for, like, the next month, see if it gets you excited with whatever kabam's rolling out, you know? But, yeah, this... I want to ask them. This is something I'm going to ask them at Comic-Con. I don't know what they'll be able to say about it, but I was thinking about this earlier and yesterday when we were talking about, like, questions to ask. I want to ask them if there were other plans for Endgame that maybe just... like, I don't know, for one reason or another, couldn't get them done in time or something like that, or if it was just that Marvel was so tight-lipped on it that you didn't know what to, you know, what to include, and I don't know, man. I don't know what they're gonna say, but I want to ask them about it. Smell those poopy when Endgame was the biggest thing in Marvel history. Yeah. I feel like that did, that really did put a damper on some people's feelings about the game, just the overall month. But that's kind of how things always are, and not just in this game, but in all games. There's those periods of just, you know, less exciting things going on. It's also full of new bugs. Watch various Hector and Likes videos. The number of issues is ridiculous. That's true too. It's true too. A combination of feeling like the new content we got was bugs, right? BG, what if they made featured ranked rewards a percentage and made another cutoff with a different champion in the arena? Or in the same arena, kind of like they used to, again, instead of another arena being 5-star basic? I don't know. I was never, was never really a huge fan of like the percentage idea for the top champion. I kind of like that it's just a specific number of people, regardless of how many people show up to the arena. Like I mean, I guess they could use the same idea that you're saying and just have it not be percentage and just still have like the ranked rewards and stuff like that. But I don't know. I would have to see exactly how it's laid out. I guess I'm not like super opposed to the idea, but I would have to see exactly how it's laid out. Here's something that I think they're going to do relatively soon with Arena, and I might be wrong about this, but I wonder if they're going to add GMCs in place of the PHCs or something like that. Maybe not full ones, but I wonder if they're going to start saying like, okay, we're going to take away the full PHCs that you get, but in place it's going to be like a certain number of GMC shards or something. I don't know if they would do that or not, but I got this feeling that like that's going to be part of the next big change that we're going to see to Arena. It's been a while since they updated the arenas just in general. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? The moon. How is your health? Probably not good enough to make it to the moon. Probably have to work on that. Want to see Giant Ant-Man added to the game? That'd be cool, actually, if they added an Ant-Man that was the size of Sentinel. I'd actually like to see that. Or maybe not adding a new one, but if they... Oh, they should just synergize together. Sentinel and Ant-Man? That'd be pretty sick, actually. I know it may be a waste, but may try one 6-star feature to have 24 6-star and want to dupe my 6-star Cole. Damn. Got yourself a 6-star Cole, eh? Good luck. Good luck. It would be sick if you could pull it. Who do you use in 6.1.6 Havoc? Against that Havoc, I think I used... I think he used a combination of champions. I think sometimes it, I don't know, actually. I want to say I used Hyperion or Omega Red, but I mean I have Venom too. I don't know. I didn't have Venom ranked up at the time though. I don't think, right? I'm not sure. One of those three is who I used, I'm pretty sure. It's uploaded somewhere, but I just don't remember. What if Ant-Man has a pre-fight ability like Torch? Well, that's interesting. Ooh. I actually like that idea quite a bit. What if he had like a choice of pre-fight ability where you can choose to be either really small or choose to be really big, and like depending on what you choose, you get different abilities. I don't know. I mean, I guess they could do the same thing just with synergies, but I kind of like the pre-fight ability idea. This way you don't have to like lock yourself in with other champions and still get those bonuses. That could be cool, man. That could be cool. what's that they say about eating before bed? It's recommended, right? Despite my consistency with it, I'm not seeing abs. Cade, I know, man. Dude, trust me, I've been shoveling it in before bed. Wow, that sounded really dirty, actually. But I've been shoveling it in before bed, and I'm not seeing the abs either, dude. It's so strange. It's so strange. I don't know, like, here's the thing about, like, this month. Like, this month, yeah, this month, it just sucked all around. But, like, next month, we don't know what the content's gonna be. We don't know if it's gonna be cool or not. Like, it could be another dud month. Some of the bugs, they might not be fixed. Who knows? We can only hope for the best there, right? But I'll tell you, man, just seeing the champions alone gives me hope because they look really cool. Like, I mean, I guess I don't know anything about them as far as like if they're actually going to be cool or not, but just I don't know, man. Like, I'm excited to find out what the animation change is with Invisible Woman added onto like Torch and Thing and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, man. Kind of excited for it. It might still suck, you know. PG losing his family friendliness again. Hey, I didn't say any bad words, did I? Hey, PG, we have a thing on all or nothing mini boss node. What to use? No Quake / Omega Red. Thing. And you don't have Quake or Omega Red. I don't know. Does anyone else have any ideas? Because those were the two champions that I would have recommended, basically. The only problem with Arena is that it is pretty much the rich get richer. There should be a way to let people with a smaller roster be able to get the champs. How would you do it is the thing, because I'd be open to hearing ideas on it. And it's funny, I'm saying this as if like, oh, if I hear a good idea, yeah, I'll add it to the game myself. Which obviously I can't do. But I don't know how you'd pull something like that off without screwing over the players who have put in the time and effort already. Because it could very easily start to feel like, well, why did I do all that if it's not going to help me out? Like, just feeling like a waste. Because I mean, there is a way to get the new champions as a player without a huge roster. And without spending, you just save up your units for a long time, and you know, eventually you're able to do a grind for one of the champions with those units. It's not as easy, but it is doable at least. Plus, I also don't think that you need to get the champion to get a lot out of the arena. So, like, I don't know. I'd be interested in hearing what type of ideas you'd have just for the sake of conversation, but I don't know how you'd pull something, or how Kabam would pull something like that off. CCP won't say it sucks to Kabam though? Oh, you know nothing about the CCP then. There's lots of things that when I was part of the CCP that I just told them right to their face. I mean, as to their face as the internet is, at least, that I don't like this. This sucks. But we go into more detail because saying something sucks is it's not really constructive. You gotta say why you don't like something. But otherwise, I don't do that. Or, well, I did do that when I was part of it, at least. And other people still do it, I'm sure. What if next month we can't see the Invisible Woman and Kabam says working as intended? Is that part of her abilities? I don't know. Maybe it is working as intended. Maybe we need to play a champion that applies. Ooh, what if it's like this? You know, it'd be really cool. Okay, this probably wouldn't be good for the game overall, but I actually like the sound of what I'm about to suggest. What if you apply like bleeds to Invisible Woman, and then you could see like the footprints on the ground, and you could see like the blood dripping off of like an invisible body. I think that would look, I mean, that's a bit much for MCOC. That's more like Mortal Kombat territory, I guess. But oh man, that would be super cool. Whoa, that's a lot of eyeballs. Lurking. What's up, Cody? Welcome to the lurk. Brian Harriot? What? I already told him this month sucks. Yeah, see, exactly. People, just because you make content, and you get some early access champions type things, they don't tell you that they don't try to censor you any type of way. UG, what do you think of dungeons? I'm not a fan of them in their current state. I enjoy playing dungeons. I just don't think they're worth the time. I made a long video about dungeons. When did that come out? Like 2 or 3 months back. If you want to see like the more detailed answer of like how I feel about dungeons and how I think they can improve it. But I'll give you some of the points that I think would make it way better. Number 1, the level up bonuses, the friendship bonuses, they do nothing. Like there is no bonus. I feel like there should be a bonus for each level that you get that makes you stronger and gets you excited about like gaining a new level. Because think about any other game where you level up. What's the exciting part? It's not seeing that number go from 3 to 4. It's like, well, dude, what am I getting once I hit level 4? Am I gonna get a little bit stronger? You know, it doesn't have to be anything crazy, but if you just get, you know, you're just getting a bit stronger, or you know, even if it's focused on like, okay, your skill champions now have 1% increased critical hit chance or something. You know, just something that you can get excited about. And then the other big thing I would say about dungeons is it just feels like you're better, like it feels like you're better off just playing arena. Spending your time there, getting the units and all that and stuff. I actually don't mind the dungeon crystals. I don't really want to see those change. I know people have problems with the dungeon crystals because it takes so long to get them. I don't mind that so much. It's just I need to see more in between each crystal, for me personally, and then I'd be happy with it. You know, battle chips would be a big addition to it as well, if they could just throw those in there. This way people don't have to make the choice of playing arena to get like battle chips to donate or something, if they're not fans of the arena but they like playing dungeons together. There's other issues with it too. Even other issues beyond what I said in like the 20-minute video that I made, but those are kind of the big ones for me. Congrats, you leveled up. Here's a pat on the back and 500 gold. Good job, Summoner. Yeah. BG forgot about the friendship titles. That's the incentive for friend bonus. Yeah, that's true. The whole friendship bonus. What I really want is, I'm with you. If I'm going to spend weeks becoming level 10 friends with someone, I want a guarantee of over-the-pants stuff. Yeah, dude. Here's what I really want, though. I want a small-scale... I still think the #1 thing that I want in this game is a small-scale PvP mode. That's what I want, man. I want to be able to talk some trash. I want to be able to get on a Discord call with myself, Cade, Legacy, Hector, 2-on-2 style. I don't care what the teams are. 2-on-2 style, and we're going head to head. We're talking trash, of course, in like in a friendly way. You know, because we're friends and everything. But I want to be able to do something like that, or 3-on-3 against some random people. And man, I really want to do that. Really want to do that. PvP mate. Ganking though. Dude, like... This game is more PvE than anything, right? There's not really so much PvP in this. Like, it's a one-on-one fighting game, yet it feels more like it's just a like a big PvE level up grind type game, which is cool. Obviously, I like the game. Otherwise, I wouldn't be playing it. But I'm a big PvPer at heart, man. In other games that I play, it's usually about the PvP. And I mean, I like not to go back to like the WoW and Diablo 2 stuff, but those games it was like focused on PvE, but then you take the results. Focused on PvE, but then you take the results of that PvE, leveling up and grinding and all that, and then you take that. The results of it to kick someone's ass. And that's what I want in this game. That's what I feel like is lacking more than anything. Poos on Poos sending over another couple of Canadian bucks saying, Brian, 2-on-2 style Grant. Yes. He also said, oops, I broke the wall, keep it up. Okay, alright. I will not count these on the wall of toonies. But thank you very much for the loonies. I appreciate it, man. But yes, dude, 2-on-2 style, 3-on-3. Just want to hear Brian talk smack? Oh, trust me. I learned to trash talk in video games, basically. Like, man. I'd be all over it. It'd be a really good time. I think, like, I would want to watch other people do it too, you know? Like, it sounds so bad the way I'm saying it. Oh man, I always realize right after the words come out of my mouth. But I would I would love to just watch other people participate in a mode like this, which I don't know, man. I feel like that says a lot where, you know, like a lot of MCOC, a lot of what we can like stream right now, it's more so about just kind of hanging out, talking, you know, which is cool. But there's not enough times where it's like, dude, I'm just really interested in the actual gameplay of what's going on here. And if it was PvP, like, dude, I'd be all over it. The whole experience would be so good. I really hope we get it at some point. Really, really hope. That's going to be, like, #1 question at Comic-Con. I almost tweeted at them today, just like, dude, please. Just, like, out of nowhere. Just, like, please add some PvP, man. Like, I don't want to make another video on it because I would just be repeating the same things I said, like, 2 years ago or however long ago it was. Like, why do we not have PvP yet? But anyway. And I don't mean like one-on-one actual real-time fighting. I mean like, well, I don't know if you guys, how many of you in here saw the video that I made. Or basically like Seaton and I, we both made pretty similar videos. That's how I know it'd be good too, is like, you know, there are certain things in the game that we have like different feelings on, but then there's certain things that we both feel the same way on. And I feel like those things that we both feel the same way on, they have to be just like a home run, you know? But anyway, Yuki sent over 10 of them Polish bucks saying, wrestle with Cam and Cade and PvP. Hashtag Dirty Brian. Yuki, thank you very much for the 10 Polish bucks. I don't know what you're talking about with this hashtag Dirty Brian stuff, though. There's nothing dirty about wrestling, all right? There's nothing dirty about wrestling. There's nothing wrong with it. Some good, clean fun. But Yuki, thank you very much, dude. What does that put you up to? That was 15 Polish bucks total, right? Okay. The wall, it cometh downeth. Oh, wait, never mind. I just saw it at the corner of my eye. Just add me to the wall. Don't tear it down. Okay. I'll do that. You're going on the top line then. I don't know why I said it as if it's some type of punishment, but your name just fits so perfectly up there, I have to. It's fantastic. Yuki, thank you very much, dude. There was another super chat here too from, oh man, I messed up your name last time, and I don't know if you ever corrected me on it. If you did, I think I missed it. I'm gonna try again. Cairo? Cairo. I think it's Cairo, right? You sent over $1. Let me see where your message is at. Last message is, you really think these Kabam servers can handle that? I want to see them try. We'll see. We'll see. It wouldn't be... So, okay. To give an idea of what I'm talking about, it's... This was suggestions that we had before Dungeons was released. It would be somewhat similar to like a dungeon versus dungeon style group thing, except more head to head, where like imagine a dungeon that has 4 lanes, for example, where like there's 2 lanes on like I guess technically there is kind of 4 lanes, right? So bad example. But like a dungeon on one side, and then yeah, it's like a dungeon group on the other side, and you're both like racing to get to the boss. Something like that. I mean, there's a lot of different ways you could do it. It doesn't have to be like that. And actually the idea that I had would just be you're like sharing a path, but you can see all the nodes ahead of time, so that you're discussing like, okay, who do we take in there, you know, who's like assigned for this next fight and stuff like that. What happens if someone dies? Do you wait for that person to go back in, or does somebody else jump in at that point, or you know, things like that. I hope they're just taking their time with it because they're trying to figure out what the best system is or something like that. I really just want to talk to them more about it. The arcade style PvP that they have with like the, you know, that arcade machine at Dave & Buster's, that is not what I'm talking about. I don't want to see something I don't think that'll be good. I think that'll get boring very, very fast. What if none of the players attack in PvP? Well, yeah, I think you're talking about the Dave & Buster's style arcade machine attacking thing, which is what would happen. Is players just wouldn't, they would wait for the other person to make a move first so they can get a parry, or they would just play Quake and sit back and go Quake style or something. You know, it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good. But if it's like a race style thing, I think it'd be good. If there was ways to maybe like activate traps for the other player, the other team, or something like that, you know. I don't know. There's a lot that can be done. It's hard to express it without pulling up something like MS Paint or something. Like, I almost want to do that, but I gotta keep this grind going because I've been slacking on the grind lately, and I need to get these units, guys. I need to get these units, but... so, Brian, do a dual stream and have 4 people doing dungeon all at once and race? Yeah, I mean... could do something like that. It's tough to set it up. Have a domino. Oh, and by the way, about like the dungeon versus dungeon thing, I also want us to be able to be in control of the defenders and the nodes and that type of thing too. I think it is a little bit less interesting if it's like just 2 different random dungeons, and I think it'd be fun actually. Like, I would still watch something like that, but it would be less exciting than if there was like a specific game mode for it. And a leaderboard and stuff like that too. But anyway, I have a domino at rank 4 and a generic awakening gem. What should I do? I'm waiting and following you from India. From India, awesome. But okay, domino, rank 4, generic awakening gem. Do not give her that awakening gem is my advice. Domino does not really need the awakening ability. It's more of a defensive ability than anything. My advice is give that awakening gem to someone else that needs it more. You can still rank up domino, be totally fine without it, without the awakening. Guess who became uncollected? Dylan. Nice. Congrats. Dirty dungeons. Express mode to arena be cool if only want to use 3-star only or 4, 5, 6, etc. That's like stays lit. Yeah, that was what someone else was saying too. Yeah, that would work. That'd be nice. Nice little convenience for the arenas. Hang on. BG dilemma: wait to take duped 5-star Starkey to rank 5 for labyrinth purposes, or take 5-star Domino to rank 4 to help 100% variant 2. Hope your Aegon grind is going as well as mine at 4.6 as we speak, dude. Okay, nice, man. You're killing it. I'm a bigger fan of getting a rank 5 if you can get a rank 5 type of thing. But if both of those champions were at rank 4, if you had Stark Spidey and Domino both at rank 4, I'm curious who you would take to rank 5, like which you would choose. If your answer is Domino, then I would just say, you know, start ranking up Domino now and forget about Stark Spidey. Leave him alone. Leave him be. If your answer is still Stark Spidey, then I'd probably just go and rank up that Stark Spidey right now. And just wait on ranking up that Domino until you get the additional resources. Because it wouldn't just be about those 2 pieces of content, right? It'd also be like, you know, you could use those champions elsewhere, like Alliance War and stuff like that. But yeah, that'd be my advice. Is generally go for the champion that will be the higher rank. BG, what if you could set dungeon defense based on the whole game's roster? Like if it was Mutant / Mystic Day, you could use every champ from those classes once over the course of several rooms. I mean, I didn't even consider them being like class locked when setting up the defense type stuff. I'm trying to imagine how that would play out. I feel like everyone would just save the more difficult champions for like to get deeper in there type of thing. I don't know. I would have to try it to know for sure, but I feel like if we were able to set up the defense for other players to go through, I don't think I would really want it to be controlled by class type in general. So that's kind of my initial thoughts on it, but who knows what would work and what wouldn't. But gee, I noticed that every time you say something you want in the game, it comes into fruition. Starting to think that you are an MCOC god. Defenders being revealed in Alliance War, etc. Can I rub your head for luck? Well, there's a lot of things that never come to the game, Jay. For every 10 things that I say I'd like to see, we get about 1 of them. So if you want to rub the head, you're more than welcome. Sure. But PvP items, those are my 2 biggest requests. And you know, when I say items, that's gear for everyone else. So gear, PvP and gear, those 2 things. Never got those. Uncle K, sending over 5. Saying thanks as always, bud. Dad joke? Question mark? LOL? Wait, what? Was there a dad joke in there somewhere? If I made it, then I forgot already. That's my my goldfish memory. If you made it, then I must have missed it. Either way, Uncle K, thank you very much for the 5, dude. Appreciate it. What's up, Dicer? The memory that smiles back. Yes. Ah, now it's some goldfish crackers. Ah, damn it. ABG, thoughts on a 6-star dungeon crystal would cost 81,000 artifacts, judging by the cost pattern. I mean, if they implemented it, I feel like no one would get the 5 stars anymore. So, I don't know. Oh, sending one now? Okay, sending over dad joke. Okay. I don't think that would work out. I don't think it'd work out. Because seriously, I would never touch another 5-star. Just the same way I never touch a 4-star one. It's, you know, that's exactly how it'd work. I wonder, now that you mentioned that, though, I wonder what people would do if Kabam gave people the option to, let's say, spend the 27,000 artifacts on a 5-star, a chance for, you know, the 5-star that you want, or spend the same amount of artifacts on a certain number of 6-star shards. It would have to be like a fairly significant amount, but obviously not enough for a full crystal. I don't even know how much, like 2,500 or something like that. I think I would still go with the 2,500 6-star shards, but I feel like that'd be more satisfying, actually, than getting a 5-star crystal. Kind of the same idea that you have, except just breaking it down a little bit. But Miro sending over £1. Where is your last one at? Last 2, please. Okay. Last 2. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? BG, what do you think about making X23 565 for Act 6 / I don't know if I... Is that so 565 X23 doing Act 6? Or what is your next one after that? Would be good because of a regen overall for that. I think X23, she's one of those champions that's just like pretty good. I don't think she's worth 565ing though. I don't think she's that good. I think she could handle a lot of things, including Act 6, but I just feel like other champions are gonna do it better. So yeah, that's kind of my advice with her. There are people out there with a 565 X23 though, and it might be... I don't know if any of them are easy people to talk to. Meaning, like, I don't know, you know, I don't think any of the people that, like, stream have an X23 at 565. But yeah, that's my thoughts on her overall. Thank you for the buck. I didn't step outside at all today. Do I make you proud, Dad? Wow, Poos and Poos. So proud, dude. So proud. 2,500 equals amount from the uncollected event quest. Wouldn't be bad. Yeah, actually, you know what? Now that I think... no, never mind. Yeah, no, I think it'd be good, right? It'd be good. I don't know. Alright, Uncle K, where's your... Here we go. Why couldn't the toilet paper cross the road? It got stuck in a crack. Wow. Wow, I don't know if I should boo. I feel like I should boo, but at the same time, I like that it's a joke about toilet paper, so I... the 10-year-old kid in me, it just wants to laugh because it's toilet paper, and I'm not going to boo because of that. I think her potential could save me more items as a 565. Wow, I just got wrecked in that fight. Maybe, I don't know. I want to say other champions would save resources more. Of course, it depends on the champions that you have personally. And maybe you just haven't pulled some of the other highly sustainable type champions. You know, maybe even pulling all, you know, other types. that are good, just not good in the same way. It's possible though. Like I really haven't played X23. I haven't played X23 since I like 440'd mine way back in the day, and I loved using her. I had X23. I think I had X23 before I had Wolverine, and dude, I loved playing X23. But that was a long time ago. Other champions just feel like they're better. PG, does Suicide give you more points per fight or just make arena fights faster? Mostly just makes arena fights faster. Technically, you get a tiny bit more points per fight as well, but it's a very small amount. The calculations, it's something like 0.3 points per PI or something like that. Is that accurate? What would that come out to be? Is that too many points even? I don't know. It's a very small amount. It's mostly about the speed thing. The speed is very noticeable. So yeah. I wish they had kept the Infinity Dust store and used artifacts for it, so could have options. Yeah, options like 5-star class gem for 1.5x price of 5-star, or the 6-star shards and such, if they did something like that. Yeah. I'd like to see. I would prefer that too. I think, just like a different variation of the glory store for the dungeon artifacts. I have some mixed feelings. Like I would prefer, just as like a greed for tier 4 basic type of mentality, I'd prefer to have the option to buy more stuff like that. If I were actually trying to like design the game myself, though, if I put myself in like the shoes of the developers, I wouldn't want it to just be a variation of something that we already have in the game, I guess. And I would probably prefer to keep it to something different like we have today. So I don't know, I have kind of conflicting thoughts on it. It would be good to have different options, though. Maybe somewhere in the middle. Maybe they can give more options, but don't make any of them crossover options with the glory store. So okay, let's say there would be an awakening gem for the dungeon artifacts, because you couldn't get that somewhere else, but it would be very expensive and kind of a fair thing to get. I would love to see something like that, actually. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. Good night, BG. Sending love from Oklahoma, and I'm still safe. Also, last question, please. All right, what is your last question? Should I rank 5? 4-star Ghost or rank 3 5-star Infinity Man, both unduped, and both would help a lot. So sorry for religious question. Oh, it's all good. Good night, my bald-headed banana man. All right. I mean, Ghost, I feel like is just the more versatile of the two champions, so I recommend Ghost. But you know, she has a unique play style that not everyone's a fan of. But you know, I don't know what you like personally, but that's who I'd have to recommend just based on overall usefulness. Even though Ghost is a 4-star versus a 5-star Infinity Man. It's also easier to get that Ghost awakened. The one positive thing about that situation, where, you know, getting that Infinity Man awakened is going to be more difficult because it's a 5-star, unless you can put up the points in this arena to do it. But you know, eventually you'll get your hands on a 4-star generic awakening gem from some event faster than you'd get a 5-star one, probably. Man, now I do want to find the economist guy. They have it in my CC. I hope he goes again. They don't always bring back the same people. Most times it is different people. And I get the feeling like he's not going to be going back again this next year. I hope he does, though, man. I really did have a good time talking to him for the short time that I did, and I would have a lot more questions this time. But good evening, BG Dragon. What's up? Hope your grind is going well. Sorry for being late. I've been watching Five Nights at Freddy's virtual reality YouTube videos, scaring myself endlessly. How are you? I'm doing good. That sounds like a nightmare, a literal nightmare. I've never. I kind of know what that game is like, but not entirely. And it's because those games, they scare me. I can't watch stuff like that. I remember that game. I think it's called Amnesia. A buddy of mine played that, and it looks scary. I don't think I'd be able to handle it. Oh man, I bet it'd be entertaining for some of you. That it would be like the spider incident times 10, repeatedly going on. So some of you would probably find it pretty entertaining, but I'm gonna pass. Amnesia is meh. Is it? Is it meh by today's standards, or was it meh at the time of release? Because I feel like it was pretty damn scary whenever I saw it. I don't know. Hey Brian, did you see what I tagged you in on Twitter? Someone made an MCOC tier list. You should totally do it for a video. I'm not really a fan of tier lists. I did see that. I did see that you tagged me for a tier list thing, but I was never a big fan of tier lists. Not only for this game, but just for most games in general. For a number of reasons. For this game specifically, this game I consider more to be like a puzzle game, where you're not looking to, or at least me personally, I'm not looking to rank every champion on who's best or anything. It's more about like who's best for the unique situation that you're in. Like against this Iceman here, you know, of course he has his regular Iceman abilities, but then, and like certain champions will be better against him, but then you throw some different nodes out there and you're gonna have even like other champions that would be even better and stuff like that. And that's just one champion. You start throwing out all types of different content, all types of different nodes, and I just don't find tier lists to be useful at all. In other games outside of MCOC, just in general, I'm really not a fan of what tier lists do to kind of prevent people from exploring different options. People kind of narrow in on whoever is at the top of the list. And yeah, usually just, I don't know, I just don't enjoy it. There are plenty of other people that make tier lists for this game, though, if you're interested in seeing stuff like that. I know Seaton has tier lists. I know Legacy has one. I know the whole Omni crew, back when they started up their thing, I remember they made tier lists. There's been several posted on Reddit in the past, although I don't think I've seen any recently, but like years ago I used to see a few get posted there. You have to play SCP, Contaminant Breach. Is your kind of game, like an old one. The map always randomizes, gotta search for items, make items, all that while police and monsters chase you. I've never heard of that game. I don't know if I would like that game either, though. I don't really like being chased in games. It all started back in like playing Resident Evil. Which one was it? I think it was like Resident Evil Code. Actually, was there like a chase part in Resident Evil 2? Because Resident Evil 2. Actually, no. I think I played the original Resident Evil also. I don't know, man, but those games scared the hell out of me. And then, for some reason, I was stupid enough to play Silent Hill. I only barely played it because, man, that game made me wet myself. And then I was like, okay, I'm done playing scary games for the rest of my life. Because Resident Evil was pretty scary. you know, walking down a hallway and having something jump through the window. For some reason, I always play those games in the dark, too. Like an idiot. I guess it was because it was like, you know, winter time or something, and, you know, you start playing at, like sometime after school or something like that, and it gets dark, like, pretty early. It starts getting dark at, like, 5 o'clock, and I didn't have the lights on, and suddenly I'm just sitting here in the dark playing this game as these things are flying through the windows. Starting to hear sounds that you don't know what the hell is coming. Running out of bullets and everything. And then, yeah, then Silent Hill comes out, and, like, that just took things to a whole nother level. Plus, at the time when those games came out, like, let me see, hold on. I want to say Silent Hill was, like, 1997. Silent Hill release date. 1999. Okay, so a little bit later than I thought. 1999. I was still only 12 when that game came out. And I just couldn't handle it back then. I'm sure today it'd be a little bit different. I'd probably, you know, be scared in some like it'd probably get like the adrenaline running a little bit, but I probably wouldn't be like scared, but still, I'm good. I don't need to play games like that. Can you do the thing path on the Infinity Stone epic mode using OG Hulk, please? Right now I can't. Sorry. I really need to stick to arena. There's not a lot of time left in the arenas. I'm trying to get as many of these milestones as I possibly can. I was 2. So are you saying you were afraid also, Star, or? Those messed up nurses in the hospital gave me nightmares. I don't even remember much of Silent Hill. Because I really only played it for a very short time. I just remember there being a lot of fog and just wanting to turn it off. And yeah, like I couldn't even watch other people play. My brother played it longer than I did, and I couldn't even watch him play. And ugh. Whew. Although, I will say this. There's like a really... There's like a piano... song. There's a song that's I think it's just piano. I don't know if there's any. I can't remember. It's been a while since I heard it, but I really liked it. Like I found it in a like one of those relaxing 5-hour of relaxing video game music type of videos on YouTube. And I was like, damn, this sounds awesome. And I like saved that song to listen to in the future. I don't play horror games for a very good reason. I get too easily jumpy at loud noises / sudden things. Moving? Yes. You're killing me, Brian? What am I killing you with your greenish lantern? Did I miss your previous message, or are you just saying based on the things I'm saying? Well, here we go. I found a previous message of yours. Well, I just got Venom the Duck out of a dungeon crystal. Nice. Or I did Variant 2. So now I'm stuck on how to complete the 5-star Avengers challenge. Any thoughts on what to do? What do you mean 5-star Avenger challenge? Do you mean the objective thing? Where you need a 5-star Avenger? Or do you just mean like the epic difficulty of the Avengers event thing? I haven't done that thing. The special quest. Yeah, the objective. Okay, all right, the objective. I don't know. You might just have to ignore it. Like the rewards for it aren't that good. I want a Black Widow, but now I can't get her out of the Dungeon Crystal. Yeah, you might just have to pass on those rewards. It sucks. It sucks anytime like you can't get something, but honestly, the rewards for it aren't that big a deal. I wouldn't stress it. I don't. I mean, I don't know if you're missing any of the other Avengers that you could get them out of the regular crystal if you can do that, but it's kind of all I got. What are the best masteries for becoming uncollected? It's all based on the champions that you have. You don't need any specific masteries to become uncollected. But depending on the champions you're using, you might want to run the suicide masteries, which, you know, liquid courage and double edge. Or depending on the champions you're using, you want to avoid those masteries. The only masteries that I could recommend for becoming uncollected is kind of just the general masteries that you'd want for most setups. Things like, you know, like the block proficiency mastery. This way you can block and bait out heavy attacks from the collector and stuff like that. But otherwise, you know, you don't need anything specific. I remember a mashup indie game fusing Slender and Dead Space. That was scary. I don't know a whole lot about Dead Space. I've kind of seen the Slender stuff, but only like the meme style Slenderman stuff. I don't think I ever saw anyone actually play the game. Or do for Dungeon Crystal with more than one Vengeance if possible. Well, he's probably out of artifacts, I would imagine, right? I have a 900k account, so I pretty much have all the OG 5 stars. Okay. I'm guessing you already have Infinity Man that's in the arena right now, because that would be a way to get a 5-star on demand. But you probably already thought of that. So say the Dungeon Crystals don't have Darkhawk this time. Poos and poos. I hear you, man. It'd be nice. But man, I'm actually really excited. I want to open up my Dungeon Crystal, but I don't know what to open up first. I don't know to go for Corvus, or do I just go for the Venom the Duck dupe? And also, you know, the fact that Abomination is with Corvus, which I would want, or Black Widow with Venom the Duck, which I'd also want. I'll probably get garbage. I'll probably get none of the champions I want, but at least for right now, until I actually open that crystal, I'm excited for the possibilities. If your first few 5-stars aren't the good champs, should you rank them over some of your 4-stars because they have a higher ceiling, or just wait till you get better 5-stars? Generally, wait till you get better 5-stars. Don't pay attention to the actual number of stars on them. You know, in a situation like that, you just want to rank whatever the best champion you have is, regardless of if it's a 4-star or 5-star. So yeah, if your 5-star is Hulkbuster, it doesn't matter what is his potential. Even if you got Hulkbuster to 565, his potential is still lower than like a 4-star Ghost, you know. And you wouldn't want to have to put those resources into a crappy champion. Eventually, you'll hit a point where you'll have enough good 4-stars where you can just start slowly ranking up your 5-stars for like arena purposes or something, but that's a little different. What do you get when you cross a random black-haired Marvel character and 30 people play MCOC too much? Your alliance. Thug life? What? Random black-haired Marvel character and 30 people play MCOC too much. Boo? I don't know. I don't even know if I understand the joke. Is there... What's the black-haired character even? Does that have anything to do with it? Or does it not matter? Is it just any champion? Oh, man. Loki and the 30 peeps in for Loki. Boo. That was a terrible joke. It's a terrible joke. Need that dupe on Darkhawk. He has been sitting at 45 for the longest time. Oh, dude. I forgot you have him ranked up and everything. I no wonder you want him so much. Itemless Venom the Duck Labyrinth run one day? Pfft, I wish. I think he'd be excellent for it. I think he'd be fantastic for it. Much faster than Void, too. BG, how many 4-stars do you have maxed out, and what do you normally get per round running them in the basic arena? With just my maxed out 4-stars, which, damn it, I should have been running them right now. I need to get out of this 5-star arena. But just with my maxed out 4-stars, I think it's about 600,000 points. Hey Brown, I'll trade you my 5-star Darkhawk for your 5-star Blade. Sure, I'll take that trade. I don't know. I mean, I'll have to wait until I get Blade to like deliver on your part of it. But if you send that Darkhawk now, you know, I swear at some point I'll send it over. No time soon. What's up to where tagged you? What do we got here? Oh, so my alliance discovered alliance name changes are a thing. One of the contending names is Mantis. Mantis Toboggan's Magnums. Wow. That is an Always Sunny reference right there. You could wait. Have you always been able to do that? When did they add the ability to change alliance names? Can you change the tags too, or is it just the name of the alliance? That's interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. I approve the name. Any Sunny reference. Oh man, you're basically just calling yourselves a group of condoms, though. I don't know. Oh man. They should add Black Widow to the next 5-star featured, then to the basic. Then they should gradually add Thor, Scarlet Witch, etc., but have their 6-star versions in annual crystal deals to keep them rare. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like what they're doing right now, as long as they keep adding them to dungeon crystals. And I do want to see Thor and Scarlet Witch and Wolverine get added too. I kind of like that they're a bit more rare though. I'm not opposed to them doing other things, like other ways to give a little bit more chance at them maybe, but I don't think I'd want to see them in the actual basic crystal. Like if they keep them in the feature crystal, that's fine. Like if one of them is in there each time or something like that, and that rotates, because they don't need to be like super rare. I mean, they don't need to be like Kang and Thanos rare, but it's kind of cool to have them be a bit more exclusive. And I don't have any right now, so it's not like I'm saying, oh, I got mine, now I don't want anyone else to have one of these. I have none of them so far. But it doesn't matter. Like it's cool to see other people get those champions and have them be a bit more rare, you know? Most lying comment ever. I rank 5'd my 7-star triple awakened Stark Spidey Gwen. We put her into Alliance Quest defense and she got 50 kills. I took down the boss naked. Wait, naked Thanos with my 19-star Mysterio. I feel like without the comma, I should have just read it as you were the naked person. But dude, Stark Spidey Gwen, can I just say, I would actually really like to play Stark Spidey Gwen. Make that a thing. Mino like bot? Wait, what? Was that person a bot? Wait. Did I miss something? Is that like a copy-paste bot or something? I'm confused. BG, do you smoke cigarettes? Chain smoke them. Just kidding. I'm a role model for the kids. How could I? How could I? No, I've actually never smoked a cigarette in all seriousness, though. They gross me out. Don't like the smell. I do feel like I would get addicted pretty fast if I did smoke those. So I understand people that that are addicted to those things. Only because I eat a lot, so I feel like I would replace one with the other or something like that. But no, I've never smoked a single cigarette. ABG, who to rank 5? 5-star Quake or Gulk? Both awakened. Who to rank 5? Quake or Gulk? Both awakened. I recommend Quake. Gulk, I don't think needs to be rank 5'd. If we're talking about, yeah, we're talking about 5-star. Gulk, I feel like is good enough at rank 4. Saw the same behavior from a bot before, copying others' messages. Okay. Alright, yeah, that really threw me off, because like I saw the message as it was getting deleted and stuff, and I was like, I didn't see anything wrong here. But okay, if it's copy and paste bot, then yeah. I'm gonna fight a domino boss with Ghost. Wish me luck. Lags. Good luck, dude. Good luck, man. BG, you see Seaton's 200k subs vid. He thanks all the major YouTubers except one. You. Thoughts? I don't know. I didn't see the video, no, but I feel like you're trolling in some way here, Dale. Only because you've trolled quite a bit in the past. Either way, there's nothing to thank me for anyway. Stark Spidey Gwen would give you seizures jumping around the screen all over the place. You think she'd be jumpy like that? Possibly. But she'd look awesome while doing it. Thanks, guys. Hope my abilities don't fail the trigger. Yeah, dude. I have to do the double dash back thing that Pete does against Dominoes usually. I was going to go for Aegon because I didn't have him at any star level. Got to 1.5 mil and pulled a 3-star Aegon. Now I'm just missing Cole and Diablos. Diablos and Kangathanos. Lamatron, of course. Dicer, you might actually want the 4-star Aegon over the 3-star, though, for one of his synergies. I think it's exclusive to 4-star and above. It's the combo keeping one with Star-Lord. The combo shield with Star-Lord. Yeah, I don't have it here, but let me go find it and from one of my alliance mates. You might want to, like, you know, maybe don't do it this grind, but maybe see what he goes for next round and then decide on it or something like that. But it could be really useful since you have that high-level Star-Lord. Okay, yeah, here we go. Works for Aegon, Proxima, and Star-Lord. Activates combo shields for 5 seconds when this champion would lose their combo meter. This ability activates only 1 time per fight. Something that you may want. Where's Demiok? Demiok's... Oh, I can't remember what he said, but he said for some reason he wasn't going to be around for a little while. Something about waking up early or... Oh, is that what it was, Star? Family vacation? Okay. BG, have you ever got scolded by a kid? Yeah, dude, I'm on YouTube. I get scolded by kids every day. You kidding? Do you mean in real life? Because the YouTube comments, oh man, every day. But in real life? Not that I can remember. I mean, not as like an adult, as, you know, when I was a kid, you know. Yeah, not that I can remember as in real life as an adult. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna have to run my 4 stars after the stream. It is time. He gets scolded by me. It's true. But if you're old enough to make drinks yourself, then you're not a kid. Is 3.2 safe to stop at for the night in Aegon Arena? Well, I don't think 3.2 is a safe score. No. You're going to want to go higher. But as far as like a stopping point for tonight, if you're going to continue on at some other point before the stream is over, then, you know, depending on what kind of score you could put up to finish things off. You're higher than I am, at least, so... A kid would never scold you IRL? Probably because I don't see them. And also because they know what's coming. Go Godzilla mode on them. Look at those units. Oh, dude, you're right. 9,999. Dude, the game capped me out. I almost kind of don't want to pull units here. I'm lying. Give me the units. Give me the units. Give me the units. That was a lot of rollovers, man. Wow. Imagine taking orders and having your balls busted by your alliance leader and then finding out he's in junior high. Dude, it wouldn't be that surprising to me, honestly. In this game, actually in this game it would be kind of surprising just because I feel like this game is generally a more mature audience. You know, not that everyone's like old playing this game or something like that, but I just mean like don't run into a ton of like 12-year-olds or something. Yeah, it sounds bad saying it like that. Like if there's any 12-year-olds in the chat, don't worry about being 12. Because I know people use that as an insult. There's nothing wrong with being a kid. But it does feel like there's a more mature crowd versus some of the other games. You know, compared to like... I mean, Fortnite's like the obvious example, I guess. But, you know, other games too. Um, 13. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Mature audience boycotting. Well, you know, I guess just because you're of a certain age doesn't mean you're, you know, can act like a kid. I'm 19 and I have friends that play, and one in particular is 5. Did you know that you're not even allowed to play this game unless you're 13 years or older? But I'm not going to tell. I'm not going to tell on your 5-year-old friend. I had a toddler tell me very sternly that you can't say that. That's bad words. To which I said, I'm grown, little girl. Actually, oh man, Dicer, when you say it like that, maybe I have been scolded by a kid before. You say something like, shut up, and a little kid will be like, you're not supposed to say that or something. That's probably happened to me before, too. I don't know. I'm trying to think if any of like my little cousins have ever said something like that to me. Probably not. But maybe. I'm a toddler. 112, 22. There's still a lot of kids in this game, alright? I didn't want to make it sound, you know, not trying to say like everyone is a grown adult or whatever, but I think more in like the higher level like leadership roles. It's I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Now that I think back to it, you know, I'm not an officer or leader or anything like that for my alliance, but when I was playing, actually no, when I was playing World of Warcraft, I was still already like 20 and above, or like 18 and above. Anyway. Whatever, man. Doesn't really matter how old people are, I feel. Not in games, at least. For other things, of course, but... Kids, honestly, kids are better at games than adults, typically. Certain games. Like reaction-based games. Just have faster reactions. Usually older people have, like, more knowledge overall about games. BG, I'm using jars for water too. Out of clean dishes too? No. I used to drink out of a water bottle. Back when I was in New Jersey. If you go back to those streams, I was always drinking out of a water bottle. Because we had a water filter. And then when we moved to Seattle, we didn't have a water filter anymore, and the apartment I was in, the water sucked. So we would just buy bottled water. And now in the place that we're in here, we have a water filter again, and it's great. Missed it so much. But I no longer have that water bottle. We don't really have glasses, man. Like, I don't know. Both my wife and I, we kind of just both drink out of water bottles usually. Just because, you know, take it on the go. Honestly, glasses suck. I'm not talking about these glasses. I'm talking about, like, drinking glasses. They suck, man. No, I guess it's no different from a jar. But we had the jar for other reasons. I don't know why we have these jars. I think these used to have tomato sauce in them, you know? Pea jar, yeah. But seriously, glasses, what are they good for, man? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What are you going to do? Like, you bump into it, you spill or something like that. If you got a water bottle, you could knock that thing all around. The worst that happens, a couple of drips come out of it. Usually you're good. Alright, anyway. You got the jar because you're cheap and don't want to buy a glass. Well, there might be some truth to that. These jars are free, essentially. You pay $2.50 for a nice marinara sauce, and you just keep the jar afterwards. As long as it comes in a good one, because some of them come in those like crappy jars, but it's a nice mason jar, you know. Why throw it in the recycling when you could just skip the whole process and just recycle it yourself? That jar better be sanitized? Oh, this jar hasn't been washed since we moved. I've just been drinking out of the, you know. Been drinking out of the same way. It doesn't matter. Maybe it matters, but I don't care. Alright, anyway. Plus, it makes me feel like I'm playing Zelda. Because, you know, that game always had jars. Alright, I'm out of here, though. I'll be back normal time tomorrow. Oh, I kind of want to just pop open more crystals to get rid of that 9999. Even though it is kind of satisfying to see. I'll be back tomorrow, normal time. Did you finish Season 2 of Cobra Kai? If so, can it be spoken of? I did finish Season 2 of Cobra Kai, yes. I don't necessarily want to go into like a full-on discussion about it. Things can, you know, if things come up or whatever, it's fine. But for other people that haven't seen it yet, I don't want to make this like a full-on discussion. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Good night, everybody. Oh, thank you before I go. Uncle K, thank you for the 5. Thank you to everyone else that was on the wall. Appreciate the super chats, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Open quest crystals? Never. Safe Aegon score, BG? I used to think 3.6, but now I don't know. Maybe safe isn't. Maybe you're not fully safe until you hit like over 4. Good night.